Hello everybody. I am so happy to have you here. My name is Ivone and I wanted to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me and how I got started with Young Living. You might be hearing my child, he's upstairs, he's doing virtual learning. So I have a 7-year-old who's doing virtual learning. It's going really good so far. And then I have a 4-year-old that's in a private school, so he's good to go since they have a lot less students. And then I also have my daughter who's napping right now, so now I can do this video and introduce myself. So I am 34 years old. My name is Ivone, and I have been using essential oils for over 4 years now. I've always been in the health part of things. I love health. I love eating good, eating healthy. Don't get me wrong, I have bad days of eating chocolates, which is my weakness, and I could just keep going and going and eating it. Especially like some really good sweet desserts are my favorite too, and I'll munch on that, and I'm bad, like I don't stop. So I do like sugar. Who doesn't, right? But I have been always in the health part of things, like, okay, time to X out. Like, I've had my bad day, now it's time to be good and eat healthier. And such like that. So right now I'm actually drinking an apple cider vinegar. It's like apple cider spice, and it's really good. It's got cinnamon in it. It's got clove in it. I got it from Whole Foods, and it's really delicious. So, it's like seasons, right? This is the seasons where we get this type of drinks. We wonder why, because it's got great, obviously, plants in it that help fight things that we don't want to slow down our day or make our day hectic and stressful. So I like to always put certain plants. I've always been kind of like that, like food and stuff like that. I've always liked putting healthy stuff in my body just to help my body fight whatever, and to get my body to be more motivated and happy and not feeling so sluggish or like stressed, because I feel like every time I put junk in my body, I feel stressed. So I've always tried to avoid that, you know what I mean? I went to college, actually. I got my 4-year degree in business administration, and I learned a lot. And then there's times where I'm like, was it really worth that much in student loans? Like, I could have learned that on YouTube, seriously. But I mean, there are things that I learned, and I think a lot of it, what I got the best out of it is learning how to work with a team of women and men, and how to work with, I went to a college where it was like diversity in ages. So I love that. And I even went to Purdue North Central. It was great, but for me, it wasn't like I was in a class with peers, right? Like students that are all my age. And I'm not great at taking tests and quizzes, and never have been really. So, and maybe because I make the excuse, like, I'm from the island of Palau, so that was my first language. I learned that, and yeah, I'm just terrible at taking tests. So that was kind of like, maybe that kind of slowed me down a little bit. And being raised on the islands, we weren't too like focused on like, gotta be the best or get a great, the only way to succeed in life is go to college. And really, like, the way to succeed in life is just being you and doing what it is that you love. And it's hard work sometimes when you do what you love and you're sharing what you love with people. It is hard work, but if you love it, then it shouldn't be that bad. It should be like a happy type of job that you have, So that was great. And I'm like going off, right? But I'm letting you know who I am. I'm sharing who I am as a person and what got me here. So I learned a lot about that. And I guess like being in the essential oil world has brought me that back, like when I felt like I was part of a team when I was going to school. That's one of my biggest things that I love that I got out of it. And what got me really, that's what's getting me to stay, and for my family's health, well-being too as well. And what really got me into it was I was in a very, I don't know, sad state of my life. There was a lot going on. I had just given birth. My baby was 6-7 months at the time, Tristan. And then I also had how old is Ethan at the time? They're like 3 years apart, something like that. He was, like 3 years old, or going 4. Yeah, 3. So I had those two, and I was a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home mom is by far like one of the hardest jobs in the world, and the most unappreciated, I feel like. But so anyways, so I was sad, and I just felt very overwhelmed. Like I had a lot going on at the time, and my hair too on top of it. So maybe it was my hormones or whatever. My hair was falling out of my head, and it would be like a ball size. Every time I would take a shower, like I'd get like this much hair. And bringing from an island, we love our long hair. We like to grow our hair. We like to keep our hair. I don't dye my hair. And so I'm like, oh, then my hair is important, right? So I saw a post that one of my girlfriend, Michelle, who I haven't seen, and I lived in Utah at the time, which is, I'll get there. So I saw a post on Facebook with one of my girlfriend, Michelle, and she was just like, she was talking about oils. I can't recall what the post was. And I'm like, well, maybe she has something that might work for me. Maybe, right? And so I reached out to her, and I didn't get a wholesale account yet, which is getting the premium starter kit, because I was just like, there's no way this is gonna work. Like I want something to help my hair. I don't want my hair to fall out. Like there's no way this is gonna work. So I was just like, I'll just try it out, just charge the card, whatever. So I reached out to her, and she was like, oh yeah, you can use, and I wanted something to help like with sleep and like anxiety. Because I felt like I was really I like anxiety, really sleep deprived. My son at the time had eczema. My son, just kept waking up throughout the night, and he would literally just start itching his back. So like from itching, my son would have blood, and on his back, he had it on his arms, he had eczema on his thighs. And it's so heartbreaking as a parent to see that. Like I was just heartbroken about that. Really heartbroken. The one thing you don't want is to see your child suffering like that. So anyways, I reached out to her. So I reached out to Michelle. And then I ordered, I ordered Peace and Calming. What else did I get from her? I didn't get a wholesale account. I got Peace and Calming. I got the lavender mint conditioner and the lavender mint shampoo. And then I got their eucalyptus, because I'm obsessed with eucalyptus, and anything from Bath and Body Works eucalyptus related, I was buying. I love eucalyptus. So I get my orders, and little did I know, all this stuff is already in Utah. Like I could have drove 5 minutes. She could have ordered it, and I could have just picked it up at the Lehigh store, which was like 5 to 10 minute drive from my house. It's insane. And then their farm was 45 minutes away. So yeah, I went to visit quite a bit at their farm, because once I fell in love, and I'm like, oh, I got your product. Yeah. So I used the lavender mint and shampoo conditioner for a month. Within like a matter of a week, there was a big difference in my hair. My hair was not falling out. And come to find out, like as I dug through research, so like obviously it's more natural, like the ingredients that are in the shampoo and conditioner are more natural. So come to find out, right? Sulfates, or I can't pronounce those, like all these different, there's so many ingredients in store-bought shampoo. And I was using the purple kangaroo, I can't even remember the brand, that was the shampoo I was using and conditioner. But most of our store-bought shampoos and conditioners have toxins and chemicals in it that actually is the reason why we're losing hair. So when we replace all those bad ingredients with healthier alternatives, then we start seeing results. And it's obviously going to take like some people maybe a week, some 2, some 3, some maybe a month, but you definitely start seeing change when we make changes. And I didn't make changes all in one day, because there was a lot of changes I needed to make. I needed to make detergent changes because my child was suffering from eczema, and I didn't want him scratching. So Once I did that, he scratched less. Oh, wow. Like, so we were using Tide Pods, you know? So these are, and it's just like, even, it's just kind of like common sense. Like, I mean, just look at how the products are packaged. Danger, don't let your children have, you know what I mean? Like, this is not safe. Make sure you put it high up in a corner somewhere where your child can reach it. And it's sealed tight. Like, ooh, like these are these toxic like chemicals that are dangerous. Like if you ate it, you're gonna end up in the hospital and you could possibly die, are being sold to us consumers, right? So it's kind of our fault because we're the ones buying it, but we don't know until we do. Like, I didn't know until I start doing research. But like, it's like, oh wow, so I'm washing my child's laundry, my laundry too, and then with toxic chemicals, and then I'm putting it on their skin, their largest organ, because I have to dress them. So there's no, so, you know, it's like, oh wow, so like our skin's like absorbing all of that. I don't even go down that the aisle where all the detergents and stuff are, because I get an intense headache. That's just how powerful and how damaging that smell is. I started using the Peace and Calming, and I started sleeping so much better. It was so great to sleep through that, and it smells really good too. And I would like kind of apply it underneath my ear, and then like the back of my neck, and in the front, and right here, and then on my wrist, to get like all of the smell. And it's kind of like a perfume too, so it felt really great to have that. Excuse me. So it was really, I was just mind blown, right, with it all. And what else did I start? Oh, the lavender mint conditioner, so it helped with my hair and all that good stuff. Oh, and then the eucalyptus. Oh my goodness. So I ordered Epsom salt from the internet, from Amazon, like an Epsom salt company, and I poured essential oils in it, eucalyptus, and I think it was like I only did 1 cup, and I did about 7 drops of eucalyptus, 7 to 10 drops of eucalyptus to like a cup's worth of Epsom salt. And I took a bath in that, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then even with my son, I did the same thing. Like, he took a bath with me. Later on, I found out like you shouldn't bathe your child with eucalyptus, blah, blah, blah. There's a ton of articles about it. Like, don't do this with it. You know what? We did it. I did it. My child is fine. You know, he's doing just fine. And that's what's mind blowing, because Vicks, if you look at Vicks, baby Vicks, there's eucalyptus in it. Um, so the eucalyptus, like I just noticed when I gave him a bath with like say eucalyptus and Epsom salt, like if he was congested, it started like releasing like over here in his area. So, and me too. And I was like, and it was great because it was just like I was inhaling all of those like I just felt like I saw plants like coming in my nose, and I was breathing it in, like a bunch of like eucalyptus plants, you know. It like I could just feel the therapeutic benefits, if that makes sense. Like it was doing something, it was helping me, it was making me feel so much better, you know. And so yeah, that was done. Diffusing it, amazing too. And so I was sold. I'm like, all right, how do I get an account? And I got an account. And so I've had an account with Young Living forever now, for over 4 years. I order my shampoos, conditioners from them. Sometimes I just use the soap that I make on my hair. Like, yeah, I made cold pressed soaps and I just use it on my hair, and that's literally what's in my hair. There's like, they have this oil hair serum. That's what I use besides the soap that I use on my hair now. because I'm like, oh, I'll just make my own, and then I make my own and I like it, so then I stop buying theirs and I just use what I make because I like what I make. And I love what they have too. But it's just like one of those things where you're like, okay, I don't feel like making it, I'll buy it instead. Or you know what, I don't want to buy it, I'd rather make it. So it's just kind of like whatever floats your boat, So here, for example, here's the soap I made. This is cold pressed soap. It's got jojoba beads around the rose petals, kind of right there. And then like in the back of it, I put a loofah in there because I like that. I want to feel that scrubby feeling. So I made those with oils. And then I made this for my sons and my daughter. And it's just, what did I use? Oh, I used Gentle Baby in this one. Gentle Baby soaks, smells so good. So it's just like a soap, like a melt and pour type of soap. And then you add your essential oils. And then we do classes online. A team of girls and we do like classes online. Everything basically that we do is online. So COVID hasn't really stopped us with doing that. And so fabric softener, we made fabric softener. So part of this is I believe it's the Young Living lavender mint conditioner, lavender mint peppermint essential oils, and vinegar for your fabric softener, which I need to put that in the laundry room actually. And then we have a class right now. It's starting in, I believe it's like the 26th of November. But if you have Facebook, just follow me. It's Ivone Mullins on Facebook, and I can add you to this group to learn how to make these. So this is like a throat spray, and there's like 4 other things that we're making for this class. So we have classes. So if you ever want to join on these classes, just leave a comment below and let me know. Throat spray, so the ingredients are basically in this is like the water, Thieves mouthwash, and Thieves essential oil and lemon. And this I'm doing, there's a video and I'll put it in the link below to how to make this so you guys can learn how to make this. And I mean, those are just like 4 of literally over a couple hundred things that I've made over the 4 years of making stuff, because I'm obsessed with making stuff. I just refuse to buy any harshful anything to put on me or my children. I mean, it just goes as far along, we make our own bath bombs. I have a video for that too. And I mean, just think about like when our children, or when we are sitting in a bath with a bath bomb that's loaded with sparkles like glitter, you got all these different things, and toxic ingredients, and even just using body wash with toxic ingredients, shampoos, conditioners. Just remember, all of those are being absorbed to our skin. Every single chemical is being absorbed to our skin. So over time, it does end up catching up to us, and it is destroying our immune system. I do believe that it is destroying our immune system. So, I mean, obviously, like eating healthier helps our immune system too, and also getting rid of all of these toxic chemicals. And it's not something that happens overnight. And this is why I wanted to create this channel, to make it easier for you guys to, to learn how to make these things. And kind of explain why I use certain type of ingredients, and why lemon, or like all of that, and what's the reason for why I want to put lemon with my honey, and hot water for a tea, because lemon is rich in vitamin C, things like that. So with that said, I believe I've pretty much covered everything. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. And let me know if there's any type of videos you would like me to share with you guys or make for you guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell button. That way you get more updates on videos like this. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Love you. Bye.